Hi, today is Thursday, August 18th, 2022. Tomorrow is a Friday, April 19th, 2022. So the August is also passing so quickly, and next Friday is our payday. So I'm super excited about that. Uh, and tomorrow I will go visit Kunsan City and Kimje City to my staunch customers who refuse to come over to KT. So tomorrow will be a better day. Today I came across this interesting article titled Nose Length is an indicator of the size of a man's penis, science says. This one is from Interesting Engineering, a group or page on Facebook. I am not sure if there's a science, but it says there's some legitimate background or knowledge about the correlation between the length of nose and the length of penis. I think I have a above the average length of nose, so I'm not sure if my penis is larger than the average, but I hope so. I think mine is larger than at least the rest of the 50% of people on Earth. So let's read this 3-minute article as a part of my endeavor to learn English and practice it and also pick up some knowledge. Let's find out if that's the true, if that correlation is true or not, or just a hoax, or just nonsense. Okay, so here we go. Interesting engineering. Nose length is an indicator of the size of a man's penis, science says. Big nose, big holes. Big nose and big holes. By Rupendra Brahmbhatt. Maybe he or she is from India? Rupendra. I'm not sure if he's a male or a female because I am not Indian. A study published in 1971, that's more than 51 years ago, reveals that nose length was considered an indicator of penis size in ancient Roman society. This may also explain why nose amputation was a popular Roman punishment for criminals found guilty of adultery or sex offenses at that time. However, the relation between nasal size and penis wasn't proved scientifically until last year, when a team of Japanese researchers claimed in their study that men having big noses are likely to have long penises. The researchers from the Kyoto Prefectural University of Medicine examined 126 dead men aged between 30 and 50 years for 3 days after their death. Since a dead man cannot have an erection, the researchers manually elongated the phalli, penises of the corpses and noted the maximum length of each penis, also called the stretched penile length, SPL. I didn't know there was a short acronym for stretched penile length. The researchers then compared the SPL of each corpse to its other body measurements such as height, weight, and size of different body parts, including limbs and nose. The results of this bizarre experiment were shocking. So they used the correlation function, the probability. Maybe it's not a bell shape, a bell curve. Maybe it's just long tail, short tail. strange connection between nasal size and penile length. Those measurements as taken into consideration by the researchers. The minimum SPL among men having large nasal sizes was 5.3 inches, 13.4 centimeters. On the other side, researchers find out that among corpses with small noses, the least stretched penile length was only 4.1 inches, 10.4 centimeters. The most highly correlated factor with SPL was the flaccid penile length. The next highest correlation was nose size, the researchers note in their paper. Flaccid penile length. The researchers believe that in the future, their study could play a crucial role in examining the growth pattern of male genitals, their relation with facial features, and evaluating male sex hormone levels in babies before birth. The results of the study are quite fascinating. However, they are in contrast to what some previous studies have highlighted about penile length. For instance, a study published in the journal PNAS, not penis, in 2013 suggests that penis size, height, and body shape are related to each other, and they collectively play an important role in deciding the overall sexual appeal of human males. Another 2011 research from the Asian Journal of Andrology reveals andrology about the sex organs, study about the sex organs, reveals that the ratio of the sizes of the index finger and ring finger in the humans shares an inverse relationship with penis length. Index finger and the ring finger in the humans shares an inverse relationship with penis length. Wow. I don't know. I have a relatively big nose. Unsightly, not unsightly, but I look handsome. And also my fingers are very short. I don't know, my ring finger, index fingers, they are relatively short. All my fingers are relatively short. So it's a double proof that I have a big penis. I have a bigger penis than the majority of the people. No such patterns were observed by the Japanese researchers when they compared SPL against the limb size, height, and weight of the dead subjects. However, in one of the previous studies, the researchers conclude that penile length is associated with aging. We found that penile length almost stopped increasing during adolescence, remained unchanged in middle age, and decreased slightly in older males, said the authors of the study. I'm not sure. I think my size stays the same, or at least I am not old. The latest SPL analysis of the cadavers suggests, cadavers suggests that apart from age, nasal size is the only factor linked to penis size. However, since the researchers studied only dead Japanese men, further research is required to collect more evidence related to their findings. The study is published in the journal. Abstract. In the previous report, we investigated whether the size of male genitalia similarly exposed to serum testosterone during aging could change with age and found that penile length almost stopped increasing during adolescence and decreased in older males. In this report, to determine what factors other than age are related to penile length, we performed a multivariate analysis of the relationships between stretched penile length, SPL, and other measurements of genital organs, nose size, height, and body weight in 126 adults in their 30s and 50s. So what kind of expressions that I should remember from this article in terms of studying or learning English is that in Japanese society, nasal size is related to penis size without articles. No articles. Nasal size, penis size. Abstract. Dead people, dead body, dead corpses, cadavers, okay? Adolescence stopped increasing. Ring finger, index finger. So the finger next to the thumb is called index finger, and the ring finger is right next to that index finger. So that's a third finger. I have a stodgy fingers, so I think my penis is longer. If you out there, if woman out there, if you want to experiment, you can inquire to me. But I'm sure I have a large nasal size and short index and middle fingers. So Romans, they cut off the nose to make a mockery of adultery people and sex offense criminals. Ooh, but this picture looks quite strange. Nose measurements as taken into consideration by the researchers. Hiroshi Ikigaya et al. Et al. Means the rest. There are many other people, but this author is the representative of the study, clinical andrology, right? Let me see if that's the correct pronunciation. Andrology.
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 Andrology. Andrology, scientific study of the male constitution. Branch, a genitalia, branch of medicine that studies and deals with the diseases that are unique to the male sex, such as infertility and sexual malfunction. I have no problem with that. Maybe my sexual libido is quite strong. So nose length or nasal length is an indicator of the size of a man's penis. By nose amputation was popular Roman punishment for criminals found guilty of adultery or sex offenses. Have long penises. Manually elongated SPL. Stretched penile length. What the fucking smell? Bizarre experiment was shocking. Okay, so I'm not sure, but it has some legitimate study. It's all about Japanese men, so we need a further research to find out if that, to verify that's the same, that applies to the same Korean man like me. I can volunteer to be a investigation subject. I don't like to be touched when I dead. So thanks for listening. Bye bye.